Well, hello and welcome to episode 69. I'm going to do something a little different here today since I've never posted two videos in one day, but I'm going to do that today on our 33rd wedding anniversary, March 10th. And poor Mary, she's gone through a lot with me over the years and she knows what suffering is all about. Anyways, I always wanted to share many of the Groucho Marx quotes, and there are a ton of them. So here goes. I've had a perfectly wonderful evening, but this wasn't it. Marriage is a wonderful institution, but who wants to live in an institution? I never forget a face, but in your case, I'll be glad to make an exception. I refuse to join any club that would have me as a member, and that's my favorite all time quote. I worked my way up from nothing to a state of extreme poverty. One morning, I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I'll never know. Man does not control his own fate. The women in his life do that for him. The secret of life is honesty and fair dealing, and if you can fake that, you've got it made. I remember the first time I had sex, I kept the receipt. She got her looks from her father. He's a plastic surgeon. I'm not feeling very well. I need a doctor immediately. Ring in the nearest golf course. A black cat crossing your path signifies that the animal is going somewhere. Humor is reason gone mad. A child of 5 would understand this, so send someone to fetch a child of 5. Before I speak, I have something important to say. Military intelligence is a contradiction in terms. Next time I see you, remind me not to talk to you. Alimony is like buying hay for a dead horse. I must say that I find television very educational. The minute somebody turns it on, I go into the other room and read a book. Anyone who says he can see it through a woman is missing a lot. Let me say that again. Anyone who says he can see through a woman is missing a lot. Why should I care about posterity? What has posterity ever done for me? Those are my principles, and if you don't like them, well, I have others. Quote me as saying I was misquoted. From the moment I picked up your book until I laid it down, I was convulsed with laughter. Someday I intend reading it. I didn't like the play, but when I saw it under adverse conditions, the curtain was up. A man's only as old as the woman he feels. I was married by a judge. I should have asked for a jury. Behind every successful man is a woman. Behind her is his wife. I intend to live forever or die trying. Learn from the mistakes of others. You can never live long enough to make them yourself. He may look like an idiot and talk like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He is an idiot. If you're not having fun, you're doing something wrong. Blessed are the cracked, for they shall let in the light. While money can't buy happiness, it certainly lets you choose your own form of misery. I have nothing but respect for you, and not much of that. Some people claim that marriage interferes with romance. There's no doubt about it. Anytime you have a romance, your wife is bound to interfere. Only one man in 1,000 is a leader of men. The other 999 follow women. Patience is the art of finding something else to do. With a little study, you'll go a long way, and I wish you'd start now. Blood's not thicker than money. You're heading for a breakdown. Why don't you pull yourself to pieces? I would never join a country club with a standard so low as to allow me as a member. Getting older is no problem. You just have to live long enough. Will you marry me? Do you have any money? Answer the second question first. That's one of my favorites. So, money will not make you happy, and happy will not make you money. If you find it hard to laugh at yourself, I would be happy to do it for you. Here's to our wives and girlfriends. May they never meet. Marriage is the chief cause of divorce. Why was I with her? She reminds me of you. In fact, she reminds me more of you than you do. Why don't you go home to your wife? Better yet, I'll go home to your wife, and outside of the improvement, she won't notice any difference. Are you going to believe me or what you see with your own eyes? And I want to thank you for all the enjoyment you've taken out of it. I'll end here.